mean, I'm fine. I'm fine. Crazy week that we come off.
Yeah, super crazy week.
Yeah.
Super crazy week for sure. And like, I'm so jaded because it's something that like I've been dealing with from like the work that I do, that point of view. And I've been taking it all in like every single day, but I still feel jaded because we're in Cape Town, we never really experienced.
Yeah, but the images and the videos that came from it were shocking, to say the least.
Yeah, I guess we need to tell the people what we're talking about.
We're talking about the looting and the burning, and and then there's taxi violence too, which is still ongoing, but all of that in 1 week.
I actually saw videos of like, people walking on the N2 highway like to work, bro. And there was this voice note. You never know things on social media. Like people do things like spread fake news and all of that stuff. But it was a video that was spreading that I came across. The validity of it, I don't know. But like in it was like a voice note of this guy. Apparently, he's like a manager and he's sending a message to workers who are like scared to come to go to work because of the whole thing that's happening, right? And bro, like in that voice note, he's going off like it doesn't matter if you die you're dead on the streets, doesn't matter.
What?
You will wake up in the morning and get your ass to work. And I also saw a tweet by like the journalist chick. She kind of like, I don't know if she was speaking about the same thing, but then she kind of linked a similar situation or video that was like spreading, coming from a business that makes cupcakes in Cape Town. And I got to thinking, like, who could that be?
And what did it say?
Apparently, like a similar voice note or message that was sent to
over
workers.
Cupcake making.
Well, apparently, like the thing is though, like she said it like, okay, because she ended her tweet like, I'll never buy cupcakes there ever again. So it kind of made me think, it must be a very popular place where people don't buy cupcakes.
Okay, yeah, I get it.
Do you have an idea?
I'm not risking my life for cupcakes. I'm not.
Well, you can't say that.
What do you mean?
Because you have to consider the people.
Well, she needs to consider that her business is not really an essential type of business that that workers need to be risking their lives for. Like, I mean, honestly, I don't think that she's fit to be any kind of like manager or that kind of. Yeah,
we don't know if the manager is a male or female. I'm just
or
saying.
He or she.
Right.
I don't think that they're fit to lead, because essentially you lead when you're a manager or you're an owner that's involved in the operations part of business.
Right.
I don't think that you should be encouraging people to risk their lives over cupcakes.
That's true.
I think
but
the police
these people have a rebuttal and they say, well, if I'm not selling cupcakes, I'm not paying salaries to X amount of low-income workers.
I think there should be like ethical like rights and laws pertaining to that kind of decision making when it comes to business, because I mean, how do you expect people to risk their lives to come and make cupcakes?
Yeah, that is
like
common sense should tell you. Cupcakes is an essential business.
It's not worth risking.
Disrespecting the cupcake community.
The cupcake community?
Yeah, like
who are they?
Who like cupcakes.
Where do y'all hang out?
At the Cupcake Factory. What you mean?
I have never, and I've known you for a while, I've never seen you hang out with your cupcake community. Okay, so I'm just gonna put it out there.
If I'm at work and I'm
honestly,
in a cubicle, right? I'm sitting in a cubicle and there's like 6 of us. And like 4 of us, so I buy cupcakes and I walk up to the cubicle, sit down at my desk, and put out a cupcake.
I'm eating all of them.
I got that at the Cupcake Factory, and then like 2 more guys' conversation about cupcakes flows, and they were like, "Yo, we should go have lunch at the."
I didn't think that you were that into cupcakes.
I'm not into cupcakes.
Exactly. I know you.
I'm just bullshitting.
No, but in all honesty, I think that cupcakes and most things like 98% of other things are not worth risking your life for. It's not just cupcakes that I say this for. It's most professions are not worth like risking your life for.
Yeah.
If you're not in the police force or the emergency service or healthcare, then I mean, you know, I don't think that bosses should be encouraging you to risk your lives.
But you have to understand, though, that we live in a country.
It's kind of like blackmail. It's kind of like, oh, if you don't come in and make these cupcakes and, you know, I can sell these cupcakes, then I'm not paying you. That's like...
It's not even a cupcake thing, so, because let's not shit on the cupcake sales merchants. Let's not shit on them, right? Think about this. So the whole unrest thing was happening, right? So what that is about, obviously, what I don't know, I'm not going to say, right?
Okay.
But this is obviously a disagreement between a number of taxi associations over a route or a number of routes, right? There were outside elements, you know, like, you know, these guys that just come in, you know, taking advantage of the situation, and because they want to come in and own a route because no one is claiming the turf, everyone is at war, right? There was that element. But essentially what ended up happening is these guys, the taxi drivers and their goons, started you know, intimidating people, intimidating like bus drivers, intimidating like motorists, like shooting randomly at them, like to send a message like, yo, we are in a war right now, so when that happens, the city has to stop moving. Like the city, like everything needs to come to a stop. And you know, people were scared to walk outside, bro, because you know, you'll be walking outside, get into your car, next thing you know, there are bullet holes in your windscreen. That was a reality for a lot of people.
I saw a taxi driver and a passenger were shot. And I was like,
he shot a bus driver in his mouth, bro.
That's crazy.
Like a
That's
random dude
anarchy. Like that's not getting your point across. Like burning and resorting to violence and, you know, those kind of things, those are weapons of anarchy. And anarchy is chaos. So you're not getting any point across by creating chaos. It's just, it doesn't make sense, that type of reasoning. It really doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's really
and you're shooting everyone else in the foot because of what you want, but yet you claim that you want what's best for everyone, yet you are inconveniencing and putting everyone else's life in danger. It does not make sense. It really doesn't.
It's that kind of it's that kind of strategy that, like, you apply a lot of aggression, zero strategy. You just going at it super rogue, hoping that, like, you will use fear to achieve your goals. But what that does is, obviously, it creates an endless cycle, right, of anarchy, right? So it's almost patronized. Whenever someone is disgruntled about something, we're gonna do something violent and aggressive and instill fear in the community, and then we'll get what we want. You know, it's a regressive process. But to kind of continue where we were going, right? So people were scared to go out, you know. And what these big corporations did was they were like, okay, so we've got shuttles, and people who work at call centers will probably like agree or school me with more information. But you know, the shuttles that they probably used for late shifts, they sort of, you know, employed them to pick people up at home. Obviously, that brings a lot of convenience, right? But you're still putting, you know, a fleet of your workers in danger by having them come outside and drive when people, drivers, anarchists, right, are shooting randomly at cars. And there's a video that came out of like a minibus that was picking up workers at Gualanga. Bro, that dude was making it out, all of a sudden, out of the blue, gunshots. And the bullet pierced the car, but luckily no one was hit, no one was struck. So in bringing it back to the Cupcake factory, Big Corp as well is putting, like, you know, workers' lives in danger. But obviously in their case, it's masked by that whole, okay, we'll provide you, we'll come to your doorstep, as if they would offer that essential service, every single day. But in heightened risk situations where their staff complement, their KPIs are at risk, they're gonna, put your life in danger, but it's gonna be in the confines of a nice shuttle. So it's kind of not different. With the cupcake, it's just that the cupcake lady or man or business, they got into it because apparently this voice note of this guy, and he was so rude. He was so rude, bro.
You see, no, I don't like that. That's not.
I hope that's fake. I hope that's not real. But he was super disrespectful.
I'm glad I don't get voice notes of like I don't have enough people on my WhatsApp to be getting anything, and most of my people on my WhatsApp are not South Africans, so it's not things that I don't get the things that circulate in South Africa. I don't.
For sure.
I get things that circulate in France though. I get little like snippets and voice notes and those kind of things, but I don't get things that circulate. I don't know enough South Africans.
I guess this platform then is like how we may have conversations that will update you about shit that's been happening here. Because I know it takes a while for me to like process the shit that with certain individuals, hoses, and
what does that mean? What?
I just love this next like you right. Inside joke.
Okay.
Inside joke. Yeah, so baby, let's kind of.
Speaking of shuttle, I was going to say.
Right.
The Rockets, Richard Branson and Jeff Bezos, they faced off. And I mean, to me, Jeff has won this round. Because, of course, because listen, Richard, he went up to a height of 86 kilometers.
Yeah, I was going to ask you to like explain that.
Okay, so.
Because they're saying that both of these guys, went to space, but then you get some publications that kind of like differentiate.
Well,
like, no,
there is no. There is.
So, like,
there are grounds for differentiation.
Okay. So who went to space and who just?
Well, if you go by the Americans' version of where space starts, then that's 80 kilometers above Earth. So Richard went to space because he reached a height of 86 kilometers and
above Earth.
Yes, and Jeff went.
So could he see planet Earth like the way that we like it's a round planet? Could he see that?
Yeah, he can.
Okay.
And Jeff went higher. He reached a height of 106 kilometers. So he was well into the thermosphere. And that's also where the thermosphere is just a layer. And it's also where the ISS orbits and the auroras also occur within. So, yeah, it's just a layer of the Earth.
No.
So,
because Jeff Bezos got the aurora.
What? No, the aurora are the northern lights. No.
No, Richard Branson did the ISS.
That
did the aurora.
That is misinformation. The ISS is the International Space. The International Space Station.
ISS sounds like a feature in your
right?
spaceship, bro.
It's because you're thinking of IOS.
Galactic ISS.
So the ISS is the International Space Station. So that orbits in the thermosphere, the aurora, or commonly known as the northern lights.
Where's the thermosphere? Where's it at? Where can I see it when I wake up in the morning?
You can't see it. It's just a layer. It's just a layer. I could go.
Who saw that and was like?
No one saw it. We observed that certain gases, certain properties occur within different layers of the atmosphere. That's why. Now I could go on and I could really explain how after the thermosphere it gets kind of iffy because now the atmosphere it's not.
But when you were in the thermosphere, where are you on planet Earth? Baby?
You're not on planet Earth.
You're outside of planet Earth, but
you're not on the ground. You are. Well, you are. You are because. So some parts. So the 100 100-kilometer mark, which is the Kármán line, which was coined in the 60s, and it was coined by the Fédération Aéronautique Internationale, which is in Switzerland.
Right. That's the Federation of the International.
The International
Get that?
Aeronautic Federation.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That's
Fédération
what that
Aéronautique
was.
Internationale.
Federal International.
Can you? You're so extra. You are so extra. There's no interpretation. It says, just flip it, and you get the
Institute.
No, there's no institute. I didn't say institute. I said international.
International.
So, la Fédération Aéronautique Internationale determined something called the Kármán line, which is at 100 kilometers above mean sea level. So just go with the ground. So, this was named after a Hungarian American engineer who was heavily involved in aeronautics and astronautics. So it was named after him. So they determined that space, the boundary between Earth's atmosphere and space, should actually start at 100 kilometers above, So according to that, only Jeff went into space. And the Americans determined it at 80 kilometers above the Earth. So Richard, he reached a height of 86 kilometers above. So according to them, both of them went into space. And according to the rest of the world, or some parts of the world, only Jeff went into space. Okay. So that's the difference. And also they had different types of rockets.
So it's basically two TV sets, same model. It's just that I've got the 55-inch and you have the 40-inch.
It's no, it's not that simple. It's actually two completely different types of TVs, because they didn't use the same type of rocket. Richard's was assisted, whereas Jeff's could do the whole thing on its own.
Nah,
so yeah.
Richard's
flight. Jeff's
took an L. It's a win.
No, it's not. It's a win.
Listen, it's a win, right?
Because they both thinking the target, which was weightlessness. Yeah. So they both reach around 3 minutes.
But you have to understand, though, in that lane, like where they are at, like billionaires like to come out talking about they're humanitarian and they care about planet Earth. But come on, bro. I know you are egoist. I know,
of course,
that you spent the night, or you are at least going to spend the night, thinking about Jeff.
Well, Jeff called it the best day of his life, or something like that.
And obviously, Jeff is all over the media. I even saw a meme of Jeff's face replacing the nose of a rocket, and it's like 3 of them, and the caption is Jeff Bezos inseminated space. Like, come on.
That is so ew. Like, people have too much time. That is so nasty.
He came out with the big energy and the 2 billionaires that went to space, and I don't care how much of a humanitarian Sir Richard Branson is, but you went to sleep, with one eye open.
I mean, listen.
Listen,
he at least had like a few days of patting himself on the back, because Jeff's flight was like after his. So it's only when Jeff had his flight that he was like.
There's that footage of Richard Branson just like in awe of his surroundings, looking out the window of Virgin Galactic, like, oh my gosh. But then when you play that back, a day after Jeff Bezos went a couple of 100 kilometers away ahead of you.
Not a couple, like 20, like 16-ish or whatever.
That's a few.
20.
That's a few. That's like here to Belleville.
Yeah, 20 kilometers.
That's far. Belleville is far from here.
I mean, if we're talking, listen, it might be far in Earth distances, but honestly 20 kilometers is nothing in space. Space is super vast. Like, he has not even really exited.
If you're not the billionaire that went further, because these guys are going to be dining together at Met Galas, or these Illuminati, 1%er.
Well done to both of them. Those are strides in our next phase of traveling. Of course, for now it's only reserved to the 1% of the 1%, but
sure happens
soon I mean, maybe when we're like 80 or 90.
Should happen soon.
I don't think that they're gonna give it to us soon. No, I really don't. I don't think so.
Yeah,
it's not. You have to understand that the process of making these things are not manufactured in the south of France, in a factory in the south of France, like planes or something can be. You know, this is not that kind of. It requires so much more. So, can we produce it at like a mass market level? I don't know if it can be done anytime soon for something that is.
That's what people said about COVID-19 vaccines, bro.
No, they didn't say that.
Yeah, they were.
They just
hesitancy came.
It was because of being able to produce it, but it's a vaccine. Once you give once you give labs the instructions on how to make it and the ingredients, like they can make it. So it's not like you don't understand. A rocket requires certain materials that it's just. It requires a lot of physics. It requires a lot of things. Okay,
yeah,
so
also,
for it to be affordable.
Also, the phone that we have in our pocket right now, it was once a device big enough to fill a room.
Sure.
And that was how many years ago?
But listen,
that's less than a century ago.
But rockets are already. You have to understand that rockets and that kind of thing, you can't expect it to evolve at the same rate like a phone, because I mean you're already pushing the boundaries of physics here. So you really have to know how to work your way around it, or you're going to be left with bodies.
If they take out whatever they're hiding at Area 53, I'm giving it 10 years. Vertical propulsion, whatever that shit.
They know. Who told you? What are they hiding? What are they hiding since you and the community and the Cupcake community were in Area 54? What are they hiding? Tell us. Let us peasants know. What are they hiding?
It has to be something crazy. Who's that guy that had that Netflix documentary? What's his name?
Dude, a lot of people have had Netflix documentaries, especially during the pandemic.
We watched that, and you kind of also said that it is.
Who with the submarine dude?
Not the submarine dude, man. You're not gonna remember because this was a couple of years ago. But there's this man, and I literally don't know where my phone is. I've been looking for my phone, so I'd look it up. But anyway. This guy,
you've got a computer like right there.
Well, I can't really do that because we're filming as well.
Okay,
so
fine.
We kind of have to like be arrested in this position. Yeah. So I was saying this guy, right? Documentary. We watched it together. You felt the same way that okay, at least something is they've got something in there. I don't want to trail into like conspiracy.
Do I think
5G technology?
Do I think that governments are as transparent as we'd like to think? No, of course not. But listen, it might be because sometimes you have to give the people information in increments. You know, a little bit of too much, it can cause chaos.
They had the internet for a while.
They did not have the internet as we know it. Okay,
yeah,
it was a prototype. How many? Do you know how long they had the iPhone as a prototype before they actually launched it? Is that a conspiracy? No, it's not.
I'm not saying that because listen, you're actually agreeing with what I'm saying, because whatever prototypes exist, right, that make things amazing, you know. They have that. I'll take that for sure.
Okay.
So, what else happened this week?
Well,
listen, I came across something, and I've been seeing this a lot because I go to like the shade room a lot, and I saw like a post about this guy called Simon. I don't know what his last name is.
Guobadia or something like that. Guobadia or something. He's
Guobadia, yeah.
Guobadia. I don't know.
Guobadia.
Maybe some of our Nigerian listeners can like spell it out phonetically, but I don't know how to. I think it's I think it's Guobadia or something like that. I don't know how to say.
He's a baller. You know, he's a baller. He's always out here, and something happened right between Simon and a woman named Porsha.
From Housewives of Atlanta.
Yeah, she's definitely from a reality TV show, and it says something about, this woman, I don't know what her name is. Fallon, right?
Yeah.
Fallon, a woman named Fallon was on a podcast.
Okay.
And she kind of said something about...
Okay, let me explain that situation. Okay, so Porsha Williams is from... she's African American. She is of her... I think it was her grandfather or her grandfather or great grandfather. I'm not sure. Great grandfather. I know that she comes from a lineage that they had a big part in slavery and the Underground Railroad and those kind of things. So I know that she comes from one of those legacies.
Okay.
But she didn't know what the Underground Railroad was. But anyways.
No, don't do that.
She didn't. No, she didn't. It's on record where she's like, so where's the railroad or something like that. She asks, like, she actually thought it was a real railroad. And I mean, as an American, that's unforgivable. But anyway, so she joined the Housewives of Atlanta years ago. She was married at the time. She divorced, I think, after season 1 or something. And then, she's had growth and... yeah, she kind of built a name for herself and everything. And then on the last season of Housewives of Atlanta, there was this new couple, this new housewife called Fallon. And Fallon was married to Simon. And they made it seem like, listen, reality shows are not
Simon
real.
Get his money because
the talk around Atlanta is listen. I've heard
like he's really getting.
I've heard about a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So I'm not gonna go into that because these are alleged. So a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Okay. Like, listen, no one is really sure. I've heard conflicting stories. So I just know that he's pretty popular around Atlanta. There's also been stories that he has a few girls that he keeps on the payroll. One of them actually came out. It was a thing, but Porsha said that's not true.
Okay,
so anyway,
I don't want us to flare up here saying like we don't need that.
So anyway,
it's all alleged, right? Basically, what Fallon said on the podcast was.
Okay, wait. I was saying who Fallon was. Okay. Fallon was married to Simon, and they made it seem, listen, this is reality TV. It's not really real. It's kind of scripted. So I don't know if they were really friends, but I know that they were at least acquaintances because there were past pictures of them at events or in a club together. Right. So they at least know each other in real life before the show. Even if it's passing, they knew each other and they were comfortable enough to take a picture together. Right. So that she is introduced as... Porsha knows her. She's introduced as a friend. They introduced as friends and stuff. And Porsha goes to this girl's house, and this Fallon introduces them officially on camera to her husband, Simon. So then they have this little pool party and everything, right? After the season,
because Fallon was friends with Porsha.
Exactly.
She felt like comfortable enough to invite Porsha to her.
Well, I think that they knew. I think that honestly, they knew. Porsha knew Simon before because Simon and her baby daddy, Dennis, I think his name is, are in business or have some kind of business together. So Porsha knew Simon before the on-camera introduction of her, and like a few other ladies were there too. So I know that Porsha knew him beforehand.
Okay.
So yeah, so
this is so messy.
So then after the season airs, we start hearing rumors of Simon and Fallon separating, and everyone's talking about, it's the reality curse, and because most marriages, especially the newer ones, do not really make it past like the first few seasons of a reality show, if you've noticed. So they were talking about the reality curse, the reality test. But it gets messier because on Mother's Day, was it Mother's Day or Father's Day? I think it was Mother's Day. Porsha posted, was it Mother's Day or Father's Day? I don't know, one of those two, but she posted a picture of her baby daddy Dennis and Simon in it, and that was super weird. It was very weird. It was misplaced. But then the rumor mill started that, oh, there's a thing with Simon, and everyone was like, no, can't be. Fallon and Porsha are friends. And then lo and behold, Simon announces that they are separating. Him and Fallon are separating after, I think, they weren't married for very long. They really weren't married for very long. But they were separating, and a few months afterwards, he gets engaged to Porsha in May, I think they're announcing it. So I think it was Mother's Day that she posted that picture. And then he announced his divorce in March, I think. And then in May, all of a sudden, he was engaged to Porsha.
And then it turns out that,
and then Fallon went on that, so recently Fallon went on the show, and she said that, oh, she does not understand where this is coming from, because he told Fallon, when they were still together, that Porsha slept with his cousin for a Rolls Royce.
Here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing, right? I feel some type of way about that.
Okay, wait. Let me there's just a little bit more, and then you can voice. Okay. So she said that she definitely thinks it's for camera. She definitely thinks that it's like a industry type of relationship and stuff, because she doesn't understand how he can be with someone that he said that apparently, allegedly, supposedly slept with his relative, and this and that and that. So that's what she said, and that's her story.
Yeah, but I've got a problem with that. Like,
why?
Here's my thing. That information was irrelevant to how her relationship ended with Simon.
We don't know how her relationship ended with Simon. She said it was very sad.
It doesn't matter, because Simon is with Porsha.
Okay, well, this is the thing. Okay. No.
The fact that Porsha's Rolls Royce was bought by Simon's cousin.
Okay,
what does it have to do with anything?
So let me tell you why I think she said that. So women have, well, let me put this. Most women have this tendency of kind of equating a woman's worth to, like, for example, I've heard a lot of people tell single moms of like 3 kids, oh my gosh, but they don't tell her directly, but they discuss amongst themselves, like, who's going to want to wife her? She's got 3 kids, But the fact of the matter is, look, I can prove my case, because Fallon had 3 kids by 3 different guys, and Simon still married her. So in a woman's mind, when you have that situation, like when you have like 3 kids, especially by 3 different dads, it's they almost make it seem like you're not worthy of being a wife, and you know, those kind of things. So I think that she's reverting to that kind of mentality when she's like, oh, she doesn't understand how he can be with someone who slept with his relative for a Rolls Royce, especially So she's reverting to that kind of mentality that certain, if not most, women have sometimes.
And it would be ironic though, because like you said, she's had, you know, babies with 3 different fathers, and
all I know is Porsha about her money.
Why is she out here judging Porsha?
All I know is Porsha about her bag. That's all I know. Bro, Porsha is about her bag. Porsha used to be.
I think that was very.
It was a jealous It's what women do when they're jilted. Listen, it's what women do when they're jilted. I'm telling you, this is that kind of mentality where you kind of want to equate the woman's worth to. Nah, Porsha's about her money. That's what I know. Okay, Porsha used to be this naive southern girl who's just married to this older man, and just, you know, but then she really grew. She really grew her brand, and she's making money, and she's making money on her own. Okay, she's not making Simon type of money, but she's making good money on her own. Okay, so doesn't matter where Porsha's Rolls Royce came from. She got it, so
absolutely.
doesn't matter. To me, it doesn't matter because that's
But
just
it was
like
interesting to me to see that because I think watching that clip and feeling how I felt from that clip is kind of what got me interested in like, yo, what's this about? Because I've been seeing it.
oh, it is messy. Oh, we all want to go. I don't even watch. I don't even watch Housewives of Atlanta anymore.
Like they posted like the whole thing.
Yeah.
It was like in
Yeah.
seasons, you know what I mean?
I don't even watch
I
Housewives of
didn't give a
Atlanta
rat's
anymore.
ass about it, but yeah. Like,
But I want to watch this new season only because of this. Everything is just so messy.
Yeah, I want to watch that reality TV show. I don't know what it's called, but like the clip that I sent you. What's it called? I want to watch.
Oh
that.
man, I forgot, but I know which one. They always, the way that they're hyping these shows up.
Couples that go on dates like with, and then I don't know. It's such a weird thing. Like what the hell?
The one of 14 years I want to watch.
Yeah. That's the one I'm talking about. That's the one
I forgot the name.
I forgot the name as well. I guess we need to get. I guess we need to be better at that, remembering names and things. But one episode at a time, you know. Are you looking forward to anything? Like we don't watch a lot of series.
And we don't watch TV.
We don't watch TV a lot. Well, probably on Fridays is when we'll sit down and watch TV with the kids.
Very, 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 very rarely we watch the crime channel.
Yeah.
And we watch the sports channel, of course. The sports channels, of course, when there are games, soccer games. But in general, we're not TV watchers.
Yeah, I've been trying to get into it though. I definitely want to watch Sex Life.
But does that qualify as TV or Netflix? Like streaming is kind of its own thing.
Yeah, but it's a TV series though.
No, you can watch it on it. Yeah, we are.
About cable?
No, we are. It's not cable. That's the thing. It's not cable. It's a streaming service. Cable is DSTV.
Yeah, I think right now we're getting like...
Do you watch DSTV? Outside of like soccer?
I mean, I've been trying to get into it. Remember CBS Reality? CBS Reality had like some cool crime shows. I'm a crime addict,
yeah.
Crime TV, like anything. What was it? It's about the UK crime surveillance. What's the name of that?
Caught on Camera.
No, it's not caught. It's not Caught on Camera because Caught on Camera is the one on Netflix. What's the one on CBS Reality? It's about, I don't know what it's about. I don't know what the name of the show is, but that was really nice because it was super funny. Just how brazen, like was it Caught on Camera?
Are you talking about the drugs in Alaska?
No, I'm not talking about the drugs in Alaska. I'm talking about the CBS reality show.
Yes, it was Caught on Camera.
That we watched on DSTV, right?
Yes.
Because they have a similar packaging on Netflix. Yeah, it was super funny, man. I enjoyed that, but Sex Life, I'm still looking forward to watch. I'm still looking forward to watch Sex Life. I've heard a lot of people talking about
what is it? Is it just about like this woman and she runs into the ex that she had amazing sex life with?
Yeah, and then because the woman is married and the temptations attached to that. Like I really want to watch it, and I've kind of been avoiding talk about it because I don't want to obviously run into spoilers.
Is it like a drama?
It's probably not a drama. It's probably like a Suits version of like 50 Shades of Grey or some shit. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
I guess that's why I'm keen on watching it. And besides, like those kind of titles aren't the type of shit that we usually watch.
No, it really isn't.
It's definitely outside of our comfort zone. So like, why not? You know what I mean? Like
it sounds very girly.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll be watching it like this.
Though. You know what the rule is though. If you hop off, like if we're watching and you hop off, I mean, the show's gotta go on, bro. The show's gotta go on.
Why does that only apply when you want to continue watching it? Because when I
think I said in
when
episode
I I The only show that he did not give me flack about is Lupin, and that's only because I watched Lupin in French. And I told him I'm not gonna watch it in English. It's going to be weird, so I'm gonna watch it in French. And that's the only show that he did not give me flack about. Lupin is pretty good, by the way. So you should watch it. It's loosely based on, like, it's heavily influenced by the Tales of Arsène Lupin. I don't know if those tales are very popular in English, like in English/South African culture, but they're super popular in for French kids. It's about this master thief and blah blah blah. So yeah, definitely watch Lupin.
Yeah.
Were you sleeping?
Yeah, I mean, in my brain.
Did you just switch up on us?
I just came off sleep mode. I'm not gonna lie. Lupin, check it out.
Why you say Lupin? Lupin? What did you say? Lupin. I think it's Lupin in English. Lupin. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely
So
check
Lupin.
that out if you like listening to French.
No, you can watch it in English. There's an English version. It's just that the original version is French.
Awesome. So I guess we should leave it here.
Yeah.
Definitely, nice experience to commit to a second episode.
I feel like we're speaking for a long time. I feel like this is longer than the first episode.
It's definitely going to be longer than the first episode, but it doesn't feel like it.
No, I definitely know it's longer than the first episode.
Yeah.
Because I feel like we've been talking for a while. It doesn't feel like long as in lengthy, but I know that we've been talking for a while.
Yeah. And I like it. Let's talk longer and get to that goal of 2 hours.
2 hours? I don't know if people want to listen to us for 2 hours.
Yeah,
Like
who
that's
knows?
pushing.
We could be having the time of our lives for 2 hours straight.
I mean, we do it regularly, so I know that we can do that, but I just don't know if people want to actually listen to us for 2 hours.
Man, you don't know. People listen to trash for 3 hours.
I don't.
So yeah, listen, this is where I'd like to leave it.
Alright.
It was a nice exercise. It was
Time to play Among Us.
Yes, Dr. Yako.
Dude, I killed you yesterday by mistake because I was like, who the hell is Dr. Yako? And I killed him and I was like, ha, just kill. And I was like, just kill Blue. And he's like, baby, no, I can swear on Hagen I did not.
Don't put that shit on my son, bro.
Hagen I did not.
Don't put that shit on my son, bro.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Don't put shit on Hagen.
Bro, I'm telling you, on Hagen, I did not know it was you. I told her, because I turned to you and I was like, I just killed Blue. And you were like,
what was my name before that?
Big D in the building.
Big Ding-a-ling, nigga.
And you said Big Delete.
Big Delete, Big Domino, Big Ding-a-ling.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm definitely getting I like my green hat. I think I'm gonna stick to the color green now. And I like Dr. Yako, but I'm just waiting for the right time to talk about the island of Patmos to my
Hell.
Among Us
Here
people.
we go.
But we definitely gonna get into
Don't do that to them. You're already loud as hell. So don't do that to them.
Yo, next episode I'm gonna tell you guys everything
please
about Dr. Yako.
tell him no. Tell him no. Tell him no. No.
Trust me, I'm about to shake this shit up.
No.
I'm gonna shake this.
The other night we had quite the talk about this.
We should buy cordless mics and recording equipment and just put it in our sleeve, bro, and our call in and just like record ourselves. We get into the most dumbest shit, and I'm just like, where's this equipment? But next episode, I'm telling you guys about Dr. Yako. Telling you guys about the island of Patmos.
No, please don't. Please don't.
I'm
That's
telling you guys about
spreading misinformation.
Supreme mathematics.
No, don't. Oh my gosh! Remember when I was like, so where does it? Yeah. Don't do that to yourself again. Don't.
Listen,
don't do that.
At the end of episode 2, I think this was fun because like we're a couple and like we're doing a podcast, but this wasn't really about couples and relationships.
Yeah, I kind of don't want to like for us to focus on it, because like I don't want us to be like the preachers of perfect coupledom and that kind of thing.
What are the 5?
Like, I don't want to do that, and I don't want people to think that we are like these experts in relationship, and it becomes like a relationship podcast. Because I really don't like sappy things.
A woman, and you're in
why do you speak like that when you speak about
talking stage? You have to be.
What are you doing?
100% with yourself. That's what a couples podcast about.
I don't want you know. I'm not capable of doing a couples podcast. I just I just cannot.
Yeah. So I like the fact that this was different. It was definitely a lot longer. It's time for Among Us now. We're probably gonna spend an hour or two playing on a new map. Before we go to sleep, I might,
What? go to sleep.
What?
Go to sleep. Bye. The thing is,
nothing.
The pause said everything. Okay, and then you glance in my direction. Why did you glance over here? What's over here? What's over here?
I'm talking to you.
No, you pause, crack your knuckles, and then I know like this.
This is how she flirts, guys. You know what's happening tonight. This is how she flirts. I'm just kidding. Anyway, thank you. We don't have an outro. Really appreciate the couple of subscribers that we got on YouTube. I think it's important to just say that like this podcast was definitely not planned. Like we just got a camera, we're just getting the equipment, getting it started and building it up. So every single subscriber is definitely worth it. And I wanna walk back something I said on the first episode. So I was like, the whole thing about like asking for people to subscribe is like at arm's length wasn't cool. I'm definitely taking that back. Definitely would appreciate any subscriptions.
Hit the subscribe button.
If you've listened this far and you definitely like the content, the subscription would definitely be appreciated. Hit the notification bell because if we drop the full episodes on every single day up until the next episode, we'll drop snippets. Just concentrated areas of focus in the different segments we covered. And yeah, man, like the support we most definitely appreciate it. And subscribe. I'm definitely gonna put like this creative.
Oh, don't forget to put your social handles.
Yeah, definitely gonna put my social handles and I'm gonna put yours. You want is your Instagram the same as your Twitter?
Yeah.
Same username.
Yeah.
What's with the underscore?
Don't be
that's
a hater.
Later.
Because I can.
No, for real.
Do you want me to analyze your handles?
You've got an underscore like prefix and suffix.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are in between.
No.
Yeah, that's what it means. Like you're like.
It's all me. It's like I need an entrance and I need an exit, and then there's me. Okay. You see, so it's like that.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, I'm definitely gonna put it in there. I'm gonna put the creative, like, that little thing that comes up with like a finger clicking subscribe. I'm gonna put it in. And until next time.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Bye.